I'm making this video just, doesn't really matter where I make the video actually. Um, I want to just be real. Um, and tell, I guess, kind of my testimony. It's not even, um, my dad is a pastor, and so I've kind of lived a life trying to be better than I am, because a lot of people expect a lot from me. I started leading worship when I was about 15, and at that time I was struggling with a lot of stuff. Just we moved here from Texas, and it kind of sucked moving here. I didn't really have very many friends, so I kind of struggled with like getting people to know me and like me or whatever. And I started getting migraines, and I took pills for those, and I really became dependent on those, and they made me really depressed, and I cut myself a few times, just because I remember I broke my mom's laptop, and I don't know, I guess that was, I made it seem really, I guess it made it easier for me, I don't know. That was when I was like 14 or 15. And then about freshman year, I think I smoked weed for the first time, and the first time I smoked weed, I went and led worship while I was high, and not at that church anymore. It kind of disbanded after a while, but and throughout this whole time, I was really struggling with like lusting after girls and dealing with like pornography and stuff, and I still struggle with that. And just so you guys all know, I texted one of my best friends, ex-girlfriends, and we started flirting and stuff, and and we kissed and made out, I guess, if you want to call it that. And she's 21 and I'm 17. And yeah, I really apologize to those who really care for the apology. I'm sorry. It just became something that I didn't have control of anymore. Didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. And I really hope that you can forgive me one day. But yeah, I struggle with lusting after girls, and that's a very real thing for me, and I try my best to do as best as I can, do the best that I can to please God and please myself, please my parents, please my friends, and it's really hard. So this is who I am. I'm in a Christian band, and I go to church, and I have a relationship with God and all that, but sin is very real in my life, and I don't want you to ever consider me something that I'm not. So yeah, I don't have any excuses for anything that I deal with or anything like oh well the devil's so tricky or I'm just a boy or anything like that, which both of those, yeah, they are true, but that's no reason to justify the things that I've done. So if you struggle with these things too, like just throwing this in here, there is hope for that kind of stuff, and I could say that yeah, I still struggle with that stuff, but it's gotten a lot better, and I've grown a lot, and I'm still growing, and I really hope that that you guys all can grow too if you deal with that, and that's irrelevant to this topic, but just so you guys know. I've never been drunk. I've tasted alcohol. I've tasted like sips of whatever, like beer or whatever from my dad or mom or whatever. I don't think that's bad. I've had drags of my friends' cigarettes. I not often, but yeah, I have. I'm really girl crazy. I text girls a lot, and all that. It's kind of hard to deal with. I mean, I'm 17, but I guess my real point is I'm a real human being, and I struggle with stuff just as much as the rest of you. Even the people that I've said I've ministered to, this is really what goes on in my life, and all that, and I really find refuge at church. I really find refuge when I'm away from my room and when I'm away from being alone and just alone with my thoughts, because that's really when I start to, downhill, like just go downhill, whatever. I was actually healed from my migraines back when I was 15 or 16. I was up at camp and I was leading worship, and well, not leading. I was in the band, and I was playing guitar, and my pastor came up, just grabbed me in the head, and just said, "In Jesus' name, your migraines are gone." And my migraines are gone. I haven't taken the pills that I was taking or anything like that. I haven't taken the pills that I was taking at all since. That was 4 years ago. I don't know, something like that. And it's really freeing to be able to do that, and to be able to be off like taking pills all the time, and it wasn't like I did drugs or anything, but I did become like kind of dependent on this medication. It was called Topamax, and I started at like 1 pill at night, and then like kind of elevated to, I think it was like 2.5 in the morning, and then 3 at night or something. It was just a lot, and I just don't want anybody to get the wrong idea of Christianity because of what I've said or what I've done. I'm in no shape or form an example of Christ himself. I'm just a person, I mess up a lot, and but I love God so much, and I love worshiping him, and I'm really sorry for what I did. It's really weird looking at myself while I'm talking. Even like last week, I was at this camp called H2O, and I led worship with the band, and it was the best feeling, and it was the best week of my life. I was away from all this just crap, and coming home, it sucked. It really sucked, and I don't really know what to say. Honestly, I don't think I touched on this enough. Porn has been a really, really big struggle in my life, and it's kind of changed my um, opinion of girls in general, and I know, like, it's disgusting, and it's kind of like harmed me to, like, physical illness um, before, and um, guys, it really changes your opinion of what sex should be like and what girls should be like to you, and um, girls aren't like that. Life shouldn't be like that. Love isn't like that. I've tasted love. I've like gotten a glimpse of love, what it was like even just last week, you know? It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that feeling of, you know, it's so much more than that. And what that is, it's a ridiculous and embarrassment, like, just a ridiculous embarrassment to what love should be like and what sex should be like, and it it messes you up. And yeah, I still struggle with it, but there's so much more, and I know that God's so full of grace, and he, in the end, he just loves us, and he loves you so much, and he loves me so much, with all my sin, with all my disgusting, like, crap that I've done and all that. He loves us. And I'm not trying to preach to you at all. I'm not trying to, like, tell you, like, I'm not, this video isn't for you guys to see me and say, oh, well, he's, like, he's a Christian, and that's what Christianity is, so you guys are all really messed up like that. Like, I just want to be real with you guys, and I don't want anybody to say, oh, well, you act like this, and you pretend like you're so much better than you're not, and you're better than you are. And I try to act good. I act good. I don't smoke, and I don't cuss. I don't drink. I don't go to parties. All that stuff kind of scares me. Like, I'm kind of insecure with who I am and stuff, and I'm kind of in a transitional point in my life right now, and I really like to play music. Um, I really like how I feel at home when I'm playing music, and I love worshiping God. And it's just all gotta sound so silly to you guys, and it's all gotta, oh, well, you lust after girls and you like worshiping God. That doesn't make sense. I'll just say it again. I know I said it before. Just because I'm a Christian, just because I try to be better, doesn't mean that I don't have to deal with those things, and I don't, and that all that stuff isn't real to me, and yeah, I deal with the temptation to go and hook up with girls. I'm still a virgin. I haven't hooked up, or I haven't had sex with a girl. Um, um, I don't try to use my Christianity to impress girls or anything like that, because it's not very impressive. Like the way that, like, I mean, God is impressive, but it's not like I'm trying to use that and you make that a part of like the way my game or anything, spitting game. I like talking about it, and it just comes out a lot, and I guess when I get filled up, it's just hard to like not talk about it, you know. So I mean, you guys can go ahead and judge me, but you know what? I know who my real father is, and well, I know who my father is, and I know where I came from, and I know where I'll go. And it's better than this place for sure. So that's me, and that's pretty much it.